Now, what am I gonna find over here? The third.
All right, everyone is here.
Yes, we are.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Yes, but enough said.
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first.
Okay.
We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer?
Let's go with the Balladeer.
After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya.
And for some odd reason, he was surrounded by soldiers that weren't actually there when he actually left on the boat.
So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experiences.
You only tell that to somebody when you, they're susceptible to double think. So, I really wonder what we're going to be dealing with that'll try to tell us to only deal with what's been said and not what's been done.
Alright. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination to avoid alerting the quarry. They will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to... Well, is that everything?
Huh? Wait, you mean that's it?
Well, what else is there to discuss?
What else there was left in the plan?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us up now?
Again, you're like the second person who's like, shouldn't you be? No. If Paimon already said that, so no.
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
Okay, why not?
I'll hate them. You... Ugh.
You're a true damn slayer. You're... I don't know. I don't think it's a question of being serious. I think it's a question of he's not taking into account everybody else's concerns.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
Fun.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Cyno doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
So that means I have to step in and do something about it.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me.
She asked for a smile as her payment.
That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Is she my new Sundari? She's my new Sundari. Is she gonna kill me because she's obsessed with me? I get the feeling she's going to do that.
Yeah, say something to boost morale.
Let me think.
What are you all doing here?
What?
Oh, it's Nilu!
That's a Yandere. I almost thought it was Nahida for a second because of the voice.
Hey everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
No!
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Why is she related to the plan again?
Judging from the group and all you're serious, but you also look like you're up to no good. Seems pretty interesting.
What? Everybody folds their arms except for the Traveler.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you? You mean you also want to discuss something important with me?
Yes!
Yes. Something very important.
Because you have horns. Just like the helmet he's creating. And something tells me it might involve his plan, especially with that helmet he's got whipped up.
Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're seriously inviting me?
Yes! Although it tells me of the plan of Jindarg Barday, and you'll shock the first but along bubbling with excitement and anticipation.
I can't believe my
I don't know how you
ears.
say you're gonna kill
You
or
are
whatever.
truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru, well, that I've ever met. Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well.
Yeah.
I must admit that I'm a little scared.
Why are you scared? You've handled a story quest where you're able to convince one of the higher-ups from the Academia to frig off and allow you to continue on with your dance with somebody else.
But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay.
Okay. I'll get my friends...
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Just remember, shut up!
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
Tomorrow we are going to save a god by facing off another god that's being artificially created in a lab and born of someone who's become deranged.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
It's hard to believe that everything will happen until now and our actions will bring change, make things tomorrow.
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome.
Okay. Let's just get a good night's sleep, everyone. Okay. I know. Maybe it's Nahita's advice for this, but what the hell?
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation can be the difference between success and failure.
Agreed.
Thankfully, I've had my place to my...
Uh-huh?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep. Okay. So, yep.
Fine.
Good night.
Sleep. Now, how the hell...
Academia's near Garbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action.
Go to the Academia. Garbage day.
Waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Fine. We have to break Nahita out of jail. Oh, okay. There's a
Hello, you
teleport.
two. Sleep well?
Yeah, no.
Not really. I got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep. But what about you, ALHAITHAM'S?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan.
Yes.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
Even if he does, so what?
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Right.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again?
Yes. Yes.
Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
So, we gotta go into the Grand Sage's office to break out, Nahita.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
I'm actually curious about that question right then and there. The idea of throwing God in jail.
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it could no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's...
Don't forget, today is Nyargarbaha Day. Arguably the
Nyargarbaha.
most important day to the Academia.
What is Nyargarbaha Day?
The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon.
The plan feels a bit unrefined.
Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Nyargarbaha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
Also, I really gotta change my shirt.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Or back door, or window, or anywhere else that doesn't have security outside of it?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Yes! I've played Metal Gear Solid before. I've played Splinter Cell. I've played games that involve stealth, and including this one where you have to stay outside of everyone's watch. Yeah. You said we have to go up to the Grand Sage's office, so... Isn't it gonna be guarded?
Paimon can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Alhaitham if things go south.
If you can't think of a good comeback, I will! Go through the front door and... Why did I expect a stealthy approach? I don't know! I'm going inside a top secret facility!
Scribe?
Yes.
Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
Yes. Just barge right in. Just knock on the front door and ask to be let in. Yes, calm down.
That's me. Is something the matter?
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, and, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
We were noticed. We've been spotted! And I throw my teacup in and get ready to fight.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion?
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me!
Don't look down on me just because I got 3rd place!
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for... Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Which is?
Is that so? The sages search for you? A blonde-haired traveler? Outside guest? So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the academia.
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, Scribe.
Okay. He's getting nervous. Over what? Does he know something?
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
Maybe he was told to look for us, but he forgot what it was. I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with.
Okay. I think I know what it... Like, he's so hooked up to the devices, because all the academia they follow orders, and it's hard for them to come up with their own conclusions. And the fact that he's so logged into those devices, he can't think
That
for
is the
himself.
so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances.
Okay, so it was also that.
Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
So, because someone tries to question, they only keep up appearances? That almost reminds me of somebody I've been dealing with recently.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuses.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity.
Okay. The appearance of intellect, but not actually are. And he literally tried to convince himself of his own truth.
Is this the academia's library?
Huh. How's anybody ever to reach the top of that shelf?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going...
The academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters. Just act natural.
Okay, hide for now, wait for an opportunity. For what?
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that academia personnel use to access higher floor.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Grand Sage.
Okay, so we have to wait till the Grand Sage.
You think the Grand
shows up.
Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
You want to tell our plan to everybody so they can all hear it in this quiet library?
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
Busted!
You're... What's Grand Sage...
They already know. Something tells me it was too easy to begin with.
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, Scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Is this all part of the plan, or is this a big sidetrack?
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure. But compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
When did we put on the Akashas?
It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum.
Let's talk.
Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have no intention of making a reckless stand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
We want Nahida! Let us have Nahida back. Please, and thank you.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
Nope.
All right then, Traveler. What did you wish to discuss? Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all.
If the two are up to something.
You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors.
Another fight coming. I can sense it. Oh yes, Patrick, it is gonna show up any second.
If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me?
Gnosis? That was Chris.
Worthless.
Yeah, I know it was Chris, don't worry.
Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work, creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god.
Okay.
If humanity cannot stand omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom.
No. Because there are many examples of people who idolize cult leaders, and I hardly think that's a pinnacle of anything. If you've ever seen Trumpism, if you've ever seen religion, if you've ever seen anything related to the hierarchy system that is based off of these ideas, they don't bode so well.
We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge.
Why? An academic institution wanting to bring back a god as though it wants to start its own religion. Why?
Even Irminsul will be freed from its plight.
What plight? For who? Why?
For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it.
You say it's the pinnacle of human wisdom, but in the end, you're still relying on a god. I had a different idea about it, but yeah.
You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion.
What about Lesser Lord Kusanali? It's not like Sumeru didn't already have a god of its own.
Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even do?
What did she do, and why do you have her locked up? And also the idea of a god that exists on a plane. Do you really think bringing God into the objective, aka realistic realm, is actually going to help anything?
Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the academia. Does that make us equal to the gods?
Yes, because sometimes gods can, in their way, be childish. And, yeah.
We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom.
He still doesn't know that the Great Lord Rukkhadevata and Lesser Lord Kusanali are one and the same. He just thinks they're separate.
The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like?
Is there anything wrong with that question, or the answer to the question, said question is brought?
With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
No.
What a pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
The arrogance of scholars. Even though I myself have gone to such a school, no scholar would ever stoop to this.
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
So he's playing coy with them.
ALHAITHAM? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble.
This is part of the plan, isn't it?
Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information about her ready for your perusal.
ALHAITHAM? So you're still on the academia's side!
Or is he?
We finally started to trust you!
I'll thank you.
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe.
Is that the recorded plan of everything?
As it is Niagarbha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information... To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons.
When you say dishonest persons, does it also include your General Mahamatra?
Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
Maybe. Like, there's one thing you can lock down, but you can't just lock down everything. It's evil Uncle Ben. Oh, God.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no?
The plan to go off without a hitch? Yes.
Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
So the Great Sage is turning on ALHAITHAM?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time.
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. I will spell...
The Great Sage is on to ALHAITHAM.
First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the Academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What do you think?
Is everything based on numbers at this point, given how you've seen everything? And even if you wanted to predict whether someone will betray you, I think you should be asking yourself, why do people want to betray you?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Nia Garbaha Day, using ALHAITHAM'S status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, ALHAITHAM will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person.
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. No, even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic system. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards!
So he's actually showing himself. And now I gotta show myself! Nope. Why did his Akasha turn red? Why did he turn red? Oh! He took on the forbidden knowledge.
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, ALHAITHAM? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane.
Ooh! Try to
Take him to
sacrifice
the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
So much for not being reckless. What? That was part of the plan? Even when you think it wasn't?